Searching for video.
Mine might not work either.
We're going? Okay, hey, we're going to try this again. Obviously, service and connectivity issues are a big deal in Dothan right now. No one has power. Do you have power?
Surprisingly, I do have power.
Have power
but
on the
I know
north
that there
side?
are thousands without in the Wiregrass.
Thanks for rubbing it in, Tony.
Yeah.
I
You guys.
I live in the Garden District area of town. There ain't no power there. And then Mandy's on the south side, and she doesn't have any power either.
My apartment complex completely out of power. Tree limbs down everywhere on the roadways. We had a huge tree down on Hodgesville Road, which helped that area knock out power as well. But yeah, I went home to pitch start.
Yeah. So
I don't know if we know exact numbers, but thousands. And
yeah, a lot of people without power right now. So if you're at home and you see us right now and you're thinking, geez, when is this, what's the prognosis here? You're not alone. And so we just don't know a whole lot right now. I still think the city crews are, by the time we got up and got out this morning, it was still dark. So the utility crews will be out surveying this stuff by noon today. We will do another update for you, and potentially earlier, but I'll guarantee you noon, and we'll know quite a bit more by 12 o'clock. So just hang with us. Anybody have any questions on there? Are we getting any questions?
It's got a few saying that they're out of power.
Yeah.
Yeah, have we addressed that there's a large tree and
Ozark.
that is blocking our ability to be able to go to and from the TV station?
We can't get to our TV station is blocked all the way around. There's 4 or 5 different ways you could get there, and they're all mayhem right now. So we're going to try to navigate back out there at some point. The electricity's still out that way, so. We're just kind of in survival mode right now.
We wouldn't have power even if we made it to
You know
the
about the
station.
curfew, when it's going to end?
I would suspect curfew is probably still in effect for today, but I don't have that official word. But, you still got, like I said, red lights out all over town. There's really no infrastructure right now. Law enforcement is really heavily patrolling.
Not really safe to drive in a lot of parts of the area for sure.
So and they're trying to keep the city in good shape right now and doing a pretty good job of it.
And they want people off of the roadway so they can have their crews to clean up the debris that's been after the aftermath of Hurricane Michael.
And
here's a pretty good reason why, guys. Just taking a look at this. But this was last night, and we'll bring this up. This is off of Kathy Lou Drive. And you had the better part of a roof that had blown over on top of a pickup truck. And that's Kathy Lou Drive in the area. Not a pleasant scene, and we're just showing our crews here a little bit of what that looked like. But this is part of the reason for the curfew, part of the reason. You've got power lines down everywhere, you've got debris everywhere, and it's just going to you'll hamper all of your crews trying to clean up today. So if you're wondering why that curfew may go a little longer, that's why. A couple of more pictures of some of the trees that have come down in that same area. If you want to know why, that's a pretty good reason why. You've got a lot of trees, a lot of debris, stuff all over the place. It's hard to go anywhere without seeing that. Right on Main Street here, there's a pretty good sized branch just as you're driving close to the Civic Center. You can see that kind of laying off the side. They've got a lot of cleanup to do.
So everyone's tired, just like you are, and but
we're not. We're frosty.
We're gonna push through today, and
we're getting coffee.
Try to get you some really solid information today. It's one thing to pay attention to is you'll see some of these houses with larger trees that have knocked over. A lot of times a power line went with that, so before they can go and cut these power lines back on, they've got to go and get the old stuff up off the ground. So
and also, if you have a picture or a video of some of the damage you've received that you'd like for us to show and share with us, or if you have a question, please send those to us, and we'd love to answer them for you all throughout the day.
Yeah, email us news@wdhn.com or hit us on social media.
Tweet us.
I don't know that my email is even working right now, to be honest with you. So
service.
it's in and out. Cell service is weird right now. This is one spot where we can get it, and like I said, I don't live far from here, and I can't get it at home. So it's interesting right now. So like I said, we'll keep you posted, and And
You got an update from the
We
city?
got an update
And
from,
stay with you
from
guys.
this kind gentleman. What's your name, sir?
Mark Barefoot, Assistant Public Works Director.
I got you. Tell us, give us a little bit of a breakdown. What do you have?
well,
What's the overnight been like, and what should people expect today?
Oh, we got at least 5 or 6 electric crews fixing to be going out. They've been out off and on all night. So we tried to clear the major roads first, obviously, and then from there we're trying to assess the overall damage, but they're trying to get all electricity back on, of course.
Is it safe to say hundreds of trees are down in roadways
Probably so.
throughout the wiregrass? Yeah.
We have not seen all the areas yet, so don't know for sure, but we have been out and cleared several roads last night. And right now, there's still several areas obviously without power, and several areas where we can't get in and clear the trees until we get the
What's some of the worst that
power
you've
taken
seen
care
so
of.
far in the area?
Probably around in the Garden District, and then south down 231, Ford Country.
Anything you want to tell people about in regards to the curfew? Obviously, y'all need to get on the roadways to be able to clean quickly as
Yes.
possible.
Well, obviously there is a curfew still till 12.
Today, noon
Till
today.
12
okay.
today. I know a lot of people are out riding, which really don't need to be riding because they're pretty much just hindering us getting the roads cleared and getting electricity back on.
Still a lot of red lights out too.
Still a lot of red lights out, so any of those you need to act like they're four-way stops and not just fly through like you've got the right of way on each way.
Daylight comes up. Talk to people a little bit about. They step out of that house. There's lines down. There's trees down. What should they do?
Yeah, anytime that you see a line down, just pretty much act like it's a live line. Stay away from it. Go back in the house. Wait until we can get that area cleared.
You got a lot of neighbors helping neighbors. Any good stories out there you can tell us a little bit about?
I know. There's probably gonna be a lot of volunteers. I think probably some of the Baptist Association and stuff that'll have a lot of volunteers out trying to help. And one thing, everybody that's clearing debris from the yards, you want to get that debris out to the right of way and the edge, not necessarily in the road, but on the edge of the road, the edge of the right of way. Also, you need to make sure that all limbs, trees is separated from your construction debris, any house debris, any type of white goods like
Gotcha.
dryers or anything that happen to be in the yard or anything, any damage like that, all that needs to be separated because we had to haul it to different locations.
Sure. What's some of the worst things you've seen out there across your night? I'm going to guess you've been up all night.
Well, I have. I think I got 2 or 3 hours of sleep early this morning, but mostly just large trees down. I know there's some trees on some houses, but I have not seen all of those because I haven't been out in all the areas.
What can the community do for you? What do you need? What type of help do you need? What would you ask for from everybody?
Right now, I would ask for everybody to not get out on the road riding around trying to look at everything, and let us get the roads cleared out first and all the lines
There's more
back
people
on
the
so that we
roads.
don't have
Prevent
anybody
y'all
getting
from doing your job, obviously.
correct. That's what I say mostly right now is let us get out there and get everything cleared up and get the electricity back on.
We're tying you up too. Let's
All
get
right.
you back
Thank
on
you
the
for
road.
your time.
Appreciate
we
it.
appreciate you
Thank y'all.
talking to us. Have a good one.
Y'all too.
Thank you.
All right, so a good update there from the Assistant Public Works Director of the city, and like I said, we'll have more concrete information around noon today. Is hopefully kind of our game plan right now. This is the Wake Up Wiregrass mobile phone edition, and we appreciate you being with us this morning. Thanks for watching us all day yesterday too, as the storm rolled in. And so, what happened with us, our tower was an issue with the high winds, and we had to move out to a different structure. And so then after that, the station power went down, and so it's been a mess. So we're in the same situation that many of you are in this morning.
So thank you for your patience with us. But we are still committed to delivering communication to you and still trying to keep everybody safe. In the community.
However we can get to you, we're going to do that. And even if we have to continue to do it this way, that's what we'll do, which I think is good for a lot of folks, because you don't have a television right now anyways if your power's down.
Right.
And you know, so just try and charge your phone at some point today. Do it in the car for a few minutes, or however you can, and this will be our probably main outreach for the duration of the day until we can figure out what our status is back on the home front as well. Do we have anything else before
we sure do. Mandy's going to be one of our survey crews today.
Okay.
Yep.
She's going to be out riding around. She's going to shoot and scoot and take a look. Now that sun has come up, she can take a quick look and see some of the areas and expect regular updates from her.
Cool.
We need something before we go, and this gives you a little snapshot of what Dothan's all about here. We'll show you these pictures on the phone, and this is these are some of the hard-working crews overnight that spent their evening feeding all of your emergency services teams. They set up shop here in the Dothan Civic Center and just fed all of the crews that came in that were working all night long. It was pretty special to see these guys. You know, they took the time, and you see a lot of crews really come in super tired, but they took the time to make sure that everybody was fed, everybody got a chance to come up for air a little bit. And when you're working in hurricane conditions, that's not an easy thing. So something to warm your hearts a little bit to see how Dothan pulls together. So.
Indeed, yeah, they pushed a lot of food out of here last night.
That's one of the things I love about Dothan. When a natural disaster like this happens, the community really pulls together to get things done.
And we'll get back up. So you know, don't be concerned about that. Things are going to jump back up to normal.
That's not me. That's
That's
but
you back
did sleep
there.
on the floor.
We had some folks napping in the Civic Center yesterday.
Yeah, and
too.
all of us ended up. That was our newsroom yesterday. I'm not saying that that's Mandy back there, but it might have been Mandy.
I
Okay,
took a Civic Center.
Now the world knows.
I took a Civic Center nap myself. Yeah, they were at a premium yesterday. So.
Yep. And as far as the weather goes today, just update for that. Michael is now a tropical storm moving more over the Georgia-South Carolina state line, so we don't have to worry about the severe weather today. It's just all dealing with the aftermath. There's a little bit of chance of rain, obviously overcast skies, but other than that, no severe weather threat. It's just
It feels great outside.
Yeah,
cool
the good
out
news is
today.
it's going to be breezy, and we also have that cold front that's helping move Michael on out back over the Atlantic, so that's going to help cool us off a little bit for the rest of the week.
Yeah, if you don't have air conditioning at home, just literally open the front door and walk outside.
Try to see the positive in this.
I guess it kind of speaks to the power of that storm. If it's up towards South Carolina now, it's still a tropical storm.
Yeah.
That was a huge storm.
Powerful storm and quickly moving too, but
Yeah.
powerful.
And quickly moving, we're definitely glad about that. I guess there's a silver lining through all of this. All right, we're gonna go find some coffee somewhere.
Power crews now, spin
And,
around here.
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's show them to you.
That's something you're going to see all day.
That's not even, the good news is that's not our power crews. Those are power crews from elsewhere. Those were different logos coming into town, and so we'll get a lot of help out of this. From here all the way down to the Gulf Coast, they will flood trucks in here to get this fixed up. So, you know, we got to be patient, but it won't take long, though. I can feel pretty good about that. So, all right, do we have anything else before we get out of here for a few?
We'll be back with you in just a little bit, folks. Promise you that. We'll keep you updated across the day for Ben and the entire team here.
All right.
Questions, just send them to us.
Yep. See y'all soon.
We'll see you soon.